Oh, hi.
Welcome back to... Wait, you did this like the Disney Channel back in the day. Hey, this is Maddie and Janet from Mad Rose D, and you're watching Granny by Nature Crochet.
Okay.
You know how they would always do like the...
Yeah.
My husband's obsessed with this video where they like showed what the things would actually look like that they like traced out, and it was not anything.
This is The Mandalorian, and you're watching
This is
The Mandalorian
from The Mandalorian, and you're watching Disney Plus. Yeah, good times. So welcome back to our crochet adventures.
We're insane.
Yes. I am excited to share what we've been working on with you. I know last time I wasn't sure if we would really have much to show today.
Well, I think you were more productive than I was.
Well, I did
because I had a lot of cooking to do.
I did manage to find some time during Easter weekend and yesterday. Like I said before, my husband has been really on a baking kick this year, and he took over like all of the Easter baking duties away from me. So I didn't have to do any of that, and it really gave me a lot of time to just...
He hit it out of the park.
Do my thing.
His bakes were...
they were very, very delicious.
Were handshakes.
Yeah, 2 vegan options, like... When do you see that? When do you get that?
I know.
So, very, very impressed and very grateful that I had time to work on our business and relax. So, as you can see, we were in fact productive over the weekend. Yay! I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter.
Which translates to we were overworked.
No, I didn't feel overworked. I felt like I barely did anything on Easter. Like, I did a little bit at night after I got home. I was out from like 11 to like 7, I want to say. It was a long day because we had 2 places to go. But it was really nice to see family and hang out, eat some good food.
Absolutely.
So
that's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah, it was a nice day. But let's get into what we've been working on. Oh, wait, also we have really good news. So you know how we were like really nervous about that one event that we were waiting to hear back if we got in or not? So I emailed the organizer a while back, and I was like freaking out because I was like, I found out that, you know, my sister-in-law told me that she got in, and we haven't heard anything yet, and like, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was getting really nervous. And I did get an answer from her yesterday. And
eventually.
She was like, well, yeah, I think she might have been on vacation or something last week. But, like, it did take, like, almost, I think, a whole week for her to get back to me, which is fine, whatever. But she was like, oh, it's a good thing you checked because you were accepted. But they had sent the invoice to my old email, which I don't have access to anymore because it was my college email, which I held on to for a very long time.
A little too long.
Yeah, I finally lost it last year, but I had emailed this organizer last year and like any other organizers that we were currently booked with and let them know that our email had changed. And that was all fine. She had, you know, I've corresponded with her since then on the new email, but just like the invoice specifically was set up with our old email, so that was where the issue was, but luckily we took care of that.
That was on them, though.
Yeah, it happens, though. It's fine. I'm just glad that it's all squared away.
And that email you were supposed to have for the rest of your days.
Yeah, the school lied to me.
And then they pulled oh, we can't guarantee the security, so we're shutting it down.
Yeah, Syracuse, you better watch yourself.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a long story. It did not need to be that long, but we're in, so I'm excited. So that is going to be a crazy weekend for us because on the Saturday of that, this is in June, we have the UFO fair.
Right.
And then the following day, we have the Strawberry Festival, which was two of our biggest markets from last year. Back-to-back days.
Oh my god.
It's going to be crazy, but I'm really, really excited for it.
Back-to-back days, potentially right before Big Brother starts.
I am excited for it, but I'm also a little bit nervous. We are flirting with danger because...
Big danger.
The UFO fair is one of, I feel like, the few events that we do that actually has a rain date. So the rain date is the following day. So if it rains on Saturday and it's nice on Sunday...
We're going to have to clone us.
We're going to have to split the party. We're going to have to... One of us will go to one event, one will go to the other.
We're going to have to split Eddie's brain between the two of us.
I'm not super worried about like us doing them separately because we'll both have help. Whatever. Like Sean will come with me. Dad will go with you.
I'm more nervous about we don't have the tablescapes.
We would have to really like figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
And I'm not really gonna worry about that too much until
Let's wait till we get a little closer.
Yeah, until we see what that's looking like the week of.
Mm-hmm.
But if all goes well, it should be a really fun weekend.
It should.
And if it does not go well, it's gonna be a really interesting weekend.
It's gonna be a real bad weekend.
Well, fingers crossed that it's gonna be good.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah. So anyway, all that out of the way.
Okay.
I can't even tell you what a weight was lifted off of my shoulders.
I know, because that was one of our favorites.
When we found out that we were all good to go on that UFO festival, because it really was a good time last year. Like, not just because we did well, but like
people
the
in
people.
costumes.
It was just such a fun vibe.
It was a great vibe.
We really just liked being a part of it.
We were right next to the cover band, which was phenomenal.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that we're going to be there. Also, my sister-in-law is going to be there, so it's going to be really fun. Hopefully our booths will be near each other and we can check in and see how each other are doing. But
oh, nice.
We'll see. I don't know how that's going to play out map-wise, but let's talk about what we've been making.
Okay.
If I am twisting and groaning, I'm having a back problem today. I'm an old lady now. I don't know if I just slept wrong or what, but it's like I was telling her, it's like that sensation when you step down and you're expecting the ground to be there and it's like lower than it should be and you kind of like...
It's almost like back whiplash.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how that happened, if it was in my sleep, but it feels like that sensation.
Right.
So it is worse when I'm walking, but if I twist too quickly or too far, it does not feel good. So I have
get a little jolt?
Yeah, I have a hot water bottle on it right now. Bear with me.
If it's your sciatica, I can show you some stretches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with some of our old faves first, and then we have a few new things to share as well.
Yes, and I have a little clip for the end.
Oh? Uh-huh. What is it?
Or should we just put it here?
What is it?
It's Henry.
Oh, yes! Okay, let's start with this then. So this is the custom dog that
Shih Tzu.
Yes. Did we already talk about this?
We showed it.
Oh, because of the and we showed you with the unraveling the faux fur or splitting the strands. Yeah. Yes. So this was the custom dog that my mom made for my cousin.
It was supposed to be a Christmas present, but there was some sort of shortage on the fake fur around Christmas time. It just wasn't in stock in the colors that I needed. So
yeah, it was tough to get the right colors at first, but oh my god,
we finally got it.
It came out
they
so
were thrilled.
cute.
Yeah, it was a real cutie. They loved it.
Yeah. So let's put the clip here.
All right, guys. Pay no attention to Sean in the background, but this is a clip for the Crochet channel. And here is the dog that I was working on. It's a Shih Tzu. The pattern is linked in the info box below in the Google Doc. And I just wanted to film it so that you guys could see it because it's going to its new home today. Bye, Henry.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cute, and it was nice to see they were very happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you had also made some little the kid.
Right.
Baby Yoda. For...
Grey goo.
Yeah, Grey goo. For your grand... niece and nephew, which is insane.
I know.
I guess they're my second cousins, but
my niece's kids.
Your niece's kids, but I can't believe you have grand nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Or great, whatever. I don't know.
I don't know.
They're great.
They're great. They're a lot of fun.
So I don't know if you had a picture or anything of that.
No.
But you also gave them a little bit of cash, and you rolled it up to look like a little lightsaber, which was adorable and hilarious.
Thank you.
I think that was inspired.
Did they get that?
I don't know. I hope so.
They didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hope they just didn't throw it out.
No, because the cash was like very visible. You don't throw out that cash.
Of course, I gave them some candy too.
Yeah. but I just thought that the lightsaber was hilarious.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's get into the stuff behind me. Okay, so actually we're throwing it back real far because we've got these Stingrays.
Some OGs.
Yeah, these were some of my first plushie makes.
And boy, they did great at that first market.
Yes, we had these at our first in-person event, and they were really fun. This is by, I want to say, let me just make sure 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's by Rose and Lily. Yep, Rose and Lily Amigurumi. It's a free pattern on their blog. And this is wonderful.
People love it.
This is very, very cute. I used the Michaels Sweet Snuggles yarn. And this was one of the skeins that I got for sale for on sale for $5. And I'm telling you, these clearance skeins that I got.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, but also they're so soft.
Yes.
But also not shreddy. They're strong and soft. So
they're like the expensive toilet paper.
it's so nice to pull those skeins out of the stash and be like, ooh, not only were you only $5, but also you're nice quality.
Strong and soft.
Yeah. So this pattern works up very quickly. I would say about an hour.
Right.
And
it's adorable.
Thank you. I sell these for $15 and it's a hit. I haven't made them in a really long time because honestly, okay, we say it's a hit, but it's kind of hit or miss because sometimes everyone's all about it.
Right.
And we sell a ton in one event. And sometimes
they don't get any love.
they don't get any attention.
No.
But these are really popular specifically with the little bows, the little boys.
I remember the girls really loving these too.
I kind of want to make some in girly colors because I don't really have any in girly colors. But I like to squish these. These are very squishable. I try not to overstuff them. I am a chronic overstuffer.
Because then the tail won't curl.
Well, it just looks weird too if they're too thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, this tail, so they do say in the pattern if you want to put a pipe cleaner in there,
right, go
for it. I don't put any pipe cleaners in these and they still curl nicely on the tail. You could also just display it straight out if you want.
Yeah.
I find that pipe cleaners
are there any special stitches on the tail to make it go to one? Really?
No. This is all just single crochet.
Wow.
I find that pipe cleaners are not as strong as I remember them being as a kid.
No.
Because I used pipe cleaners for the gnomes that I made a while back with the curl and the hat. And I had to put multiple in there just to hold it in place. But they're just not,
Their grip of a newborn.
I feel like the wire in there is just not as strong as I remember it being.
Yeah.
The pipe cleaners of today are not the pipe cleaners of yesterday.
No.
But these curl nicely even without it as long as you don't overstuff the tail. So I made 3 in this color. I think I was down to pretty much just yellow ones left and people were not really feeling that. But hopefully eventually they will find a loving home. But I made 3 in this color variation.
I think that's a very popular color.
Yeah, I like this a lot. And it turns out I have a few skeins of this yarn, so I'm excited. I could use that for a few other creatures, sea creatures.
Yeah.
So sorry, it's just really hard to turn around right now the way that I want to. Oh, God. Okay. And then I made one in this blue and yellow variety.
Also very popular.
It's beautiful. Honestly, too.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Ukraine.
Yes.
And we support Ukraine. So I love this. I think this is adorable. I love this color for turtles as well, but ooh, love it. This was also a clearance. I was going to say a clearance. Clearance skein. And this was as well. This
the lighter colors
green,
really
gray,
show
white.
off the face, which is very sweet.
I think it's a sweet face for sure. You could even put a little mouth there if you wanted to.
I feel like
you know how they have that
yeah, but I feel like that's on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean you could put it if you want.
Yeah.
I don't, but
I wouldn't.
You could. So cute. I try to push down a little bit where
try to mold it.
Yeah, just because I feel like it looks good if there's a little indent here where the fins are.
Like when you fix the sofa pillows, you put a little dent on the top.
Exactly. So I have 5 of those. I made these yesterday. And then last night, now you guys know I love to link a TV show to my makes of whatever I was watching when I was working on something. So One of these was Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, God.
But the one that really sticks out in my mind is this one.
Oh.
This is the first time I've made this pattern in the jumbo yarn.
Wow.
This was also a clearance game.
Yes, it was. $5.
These Sweet Snuggles jumbo, so size 7. I don't know if it was called stripes or what.
I don't know, but I got a ton of those.
They're really beautiful when they work up.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I've used this yarn, and also, like I said, the first time I've used it with this pattern.
Mm-hmm.
But this was made while I was watching Degrassi, The Next Generation.
So who from the show are you naming it?
This will be
Emma. That was so not planned.
She cares about the environment. She cares about important causes. So
I just Emma came to mind because I thought she had like a little vest or sweater that was kind of
Can't
like in
remember.
those stripes.
I don't remember, but she just got her first period.
Oh,
Uh,
good one.
she was getting everyone to sign a petition to get a tampon machine in the bathroom.
I remember that episode.
So yeah, I'm in season 1, but oh my god, it's just bringing back memories watching this show.
We talked about this on our vlog channel
Yeah.
last week, and her father and I, who I'm still married to, it's not like I'm saying, oh, my ex. No, my current.
Okay.
is...
You can show yourself.
Hello. I'm a mess right now. We watched this show when it was on
Like the
PBS. Yeah, and it was new. And it was only like, I think, like 6 episodes. And it was like so watered down and lame, but we still loved it. And it wasn't on for a while. And then when it came out with like the next season, we were just like, oh my God, we can't get enough of this.
I mean, it goes there.
And yeah. And then time went on. And then you guys became teens, and the show came back.
The Next Generation. Chris and I were obsessed with Degrassi. We were playing like computer games for it. We were watching the Noggin, the N every Friday, watching our Degrassi. So it's very fun. It's on Max now. If you guys have Max, like all 14 seasons.
Oh my God.
I'm only like 10 episodes into the first season. But like it's really bringing back memories. And also, I'm not gonna lie, before I went to bed last night and like turned off the TV, I went through and looked at the thumbnails for every single episode.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, let me just refresh my memory, like who's on what season. And like there were so many people on there that I had completely forgotten about, and then I saw their faces and like so many things came flooding back. So many storylines.
All right, so what was the name of the show where the guy and the son, was it, traded places? It was like a Freaky Friday, and wasn't it the dad was the guy who is in all those movies, like Shallow Hal and
Jack Black?
No.
What are you talking
character
about?
actor guy. And
Jason Alexander?
No. Very tall.
Tony Robbins?
No. In Shallow Hal, he played like the trans person, as if somebody was seeing their true self. And he was the guy who owned the home bowling alley in Kingpin.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
But he's been in a lot of like little character actor shows, and he was in that show.
Are you talking about Falcon Beach?
No, it was a kids show.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
If you know, you know. Leave it in the comments, guys. It was on Noggin. It was on in the morning because we used to watch it.
Oh, you and Chris watched that. I don't think I watched that with you guys.
You didn't watch?
I think it was you guys watching it. I wasn't there.
I thought she was getting ready for school, or she had...
I might have been asleep.
Oh.
Because she went to school earlier than me.
Maybe it was Kristen then.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Oh, sorry.
That was in the old house.
Yeah, in the old house.
Yeah, that was not me.
Right.
Anyway.
But anyway, if you know, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
It was like a Freaky Friday, but it was dad son instead of mom-daughter.
Yeah, you guys watched that without me.
Okay.
But Degrassi, it goes there. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to be making a lot of stuff while I'm watching Degrassi because those 14 seasons are going to keep me busy for a while. Oh my god. I had forgotten some of those seasons had like 40 plus episodes.
Oh my god!
Crazy. But how cute in the jumbo.
Yeah. Oh, Emma.
I love it.
Yes.
Very squishy.
I love the color changes. It's a real happy accident.
I just followed the natural color changes of the yarn. I did not cut or tie. I will say though, this skein of yarn, the way that it stripes, it is like factory knots from one color to the other. It's not like it's a continuous.
Right.
It's not like the dye just changes colors.
Right.
It's like they tied it.
I hate that.
Where the color changes, but.
Make it work.
So pretty. I would make another one of these. I do have another skein in a different like blue-green color. Mm-hmm. Also, even with the that Sweet Snuggles, like we call it jelly worm.
Right.
The ones that I made the elephants in, like a video
I call
or two
it gummy
ago.
worm.
Yeah, gummy worm, whatever. Same. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Gummy worm. I think they look cute in that too.
Yeah, I think so.
I like the jumbo stingrays. They're fun.
Nice.
Okay, I just talked about that for a million years. I'm sorry.
That was worth it. Degrassi.
I got caught up in Degrassi, whatever it takes. Okay, let me see. You guys have seen this before pretty recently. I made some of Stacy. Stacy makes his squirrels, and this is in the Big Twist plush for the body. The nose, I just did a little bit. Yep, this is a cardamom. This is a little bit of Posh for the nose. And then the loops and threads faux fur from Michael's on the tail.
Right.
And I know, again, somebody was asking if it's hard to do this on the trim. It is so easy. It's easy like a Sunday morning.
Because you can't see the stitches.
Nah, it's so easy. Because, like, you're just following the line of the tail.
Right.
So it's very easy to just put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it would be more difficult if you were putting it into a row of fur.
Yeah. Because you're doing fur into blanket yarn, so you can see where you want to put it in the blanket yarn. It's very easy. I just think they have the cutest face.
They do.
So if you guys are looking for this pattern on Etsy, it is under Apple Tree Boutique, and I love Stacy's patterns. They're a lot of fun.
Yes.
So I made 4 of these guys, which are all up here.
Yes, you can leave them there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab the next. Okay, this is another oldie for me.
Right.
This is one of the first, like, it was in a very early on batch of patterns that I purchased, like, whatever it was, a year and a half ago, or actually almost 2 years ago. So this is a little TRex.
Yeah.
This is by Kind Maker. I don't know if I'm saying
nubbins.
that right. Yeah, and I got this in a pattern pack with, they have the T-Rex, a Stegosaurus, which I've made and I loved it. There was like a...
Triceratops?
There were Triceratops, which I had issues with. I've tried to make it before and I didn't understand what they were going for. But I might try it again now because I am more experienced than when I first bought that. So maybe I'll look at that again.
I find that too. When I go and revisit patterns, I'm like, oh, you stupid. That's what they meant.
It's very similar in look to the, I want to say, Club Crochet Triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also, I forgot what this other dinosaur was, but it was like, I've only made one of this other one that I'm thinking of. I can't remember what variety it was, but it was cute. Actually, I think it might have been like a Brontosaurus, but not as defined as some of the other ones that I made.
Right.
But this is the first time that I'm making this pattern in Posh.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a little bit smaller.
It's sharp.
It is. I like the colors. Well-defined bobbles. But I usually make these in the Michael's yarn. I just thought I have so many colors that would be beautiful for this. The only thing is these guys do not want to stand up.
You know, where do you, is that from bottom to top? Or is it top to bottom?
This is from top to bottom.
So here's a little trick for you. When you're closing up your circle, go up to the neck and leave a long tail. Go up to the neck.
Okay.
Go, come out one stitch. Go to the back. Come down and go through the middle and pull up just a little bit so that it flattens out the thing, so that it's not a boppity bop on the bottom.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to try that. Yeah, because I've had problems with the Michael's yarn getting these to stand up, but I feel like even more so now, it just does not want to.
Because I do that with the keychains.
Oh, okay.
Because when I do the keychains, I don't just attach it at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I use my extra long needle and I go straight through from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Pull up the bottom a little bit so that it's neat and flat. Because
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It has to look good because it's not sitting on something.
Yeah.
You know, it's on display.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to look good. So
Right.
I also want the cord to be anchored on the bottom so that it's not just going to tear out a stitch on the top. I want it all the way through, and I go through twice.
Right.
So that it's secure, because keys are heavy.
They are.
And a lot of people grab their little keychains by the plushie, and I don't want it to get ripped off or ruined.
Yeah.
So give it a shot.
All right. I only made one of these this weekend because I just wanted to like test it out and see what it would look like in the posh. I think I'll definitely make more in the posh, but I am going to try what you said to just make it a little bit flatter on the bottom, because it's just such a bummer when we're setting up and like
they're all wobbly.
These guys are always just like bleh.
Yeah. Or a little wind comes along and it just knocks it right over.
Yeah, I haven't made these in a while, but they've done well at markets. I just got caught up in making other things. So.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many patterns that I want to make.
Yeah. And these spikes are very easy surface crochet, and I think they add a nice touch.
They do.
So that is by Kindmaker.
And a hell of a lot easier than trying to make the spikes individual.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So let me show you some ones that needed some finishing touches that are now done.
He's finally warm.
It's Dutton.
Oh, sorry.
This is Dutton the donkey.
Isn't there a Carlos somewhere?
I don't know. This is by the Cozy Stitch, and you guys have seen this donkey before, but I finally got around to making his poncho.
Maybe that's another pattern I was looking at.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dutton. But the poncho is so sweet. It does come off.
Oh, it's very nice.
I made mine a little bit big.
Says my mom doesn't do it like that.
Yeah, I know. So this is what it looks like off.
Cute.
It's very easy to work up.
Immaculate.
It's only like 5 rounds.
Wow.
If even. Yeah, 5 rounds. And you can see you got this little...
I love that.
It's very cute. Having to go back and weave in ends though, I was just like, oh, I haven't had to do this in forever.
Right? You just usually hide it in the plushie.
Yeah. But I want to say I think I used a 5.5 millimeter hook for this. It was either a 5.5 or a 6. I usually tend to size up if I'm doing like flat crochet.
You don't want it to curl up.
Well, no, it's just like mine usually comes out pretty small compared to what they recommend.
Why, is your tension too tight?
Maybe. I think just when I go from plushie to...
You're not used to like
keep
being
it loose.
normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I usually size up a bit. So I think it called for a 5.5, but I might have used a 6.
Right.
Don't quote me on that though, because I do not remember. But it,
well,
like I said, it
perfectly.
came out. This one came out a little bit loosey goosey on the top, but I think it looks good. And this is a weight for. These are all weight for yarns, just like random acrylics that I had in one of my baskets, and I went with the dark green, the gray, and the cream.
Nice color choices.
Thank you. I wanted to go with something a little brighter, but I'm gonna be real. I have so much blanket yarn stacked up on top of my acrylic because I don't use my acrylic very often right now.
Yeah.
And I don't have a good storage system at the moment.
You didn't want to go digging?
Yeah, for all the blanket yarn. And I was like, I don't need an avalanche right now.
Oh.
I made this on Easter night to like Sunday night. So I wanted to just like have a chill evening and not have to pick up a million skeins of yarn that fell.
Yeah.
So I just took ones that were close to the top.
Well, it works.
Thank you. I do like these colors together. I think they're really pretty. But again, this is by the Cozy Stitch, Dutton the Donkey.
Right. Not Carlos.
Very sweet. No. Okay.
I don't know any Carlos.
Yeah. I also made the sweater vests finally for some of these shrimp. So I think I'm going to limit the sweater vests for the most part just to the shrimp that I make in the posh. So these are also removable. So this is the Gee Beans Crafty Shrimp in Big Twist Posh yarn.
I love that color.
I love this color too. I believe it's called Rose Hip.
Yes.
And again, I just picked some acrylics that I had that were near the top of my baskets that wouldn't cause an avalanche
you
of
made
blanket
each
yarn.
little hole.
So there are little armholes for each leg, or leg
Wow.
holes. These work up so quickly. This is a separate pattern if you want to get this by
Right.
Gee Beans Crafty. I think she also has a sweater for her lobster pattern. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. It's super cute, but like...
I mean, you could freehand something.
Maybe. I do
Or-
like supporting the creators, though.
Yes.
And it's not expensive.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just putting the little leggies through the holes.
Thumb in the hole.
Yeah, again, I believe I sized up my hook from what was recommended. This is weight for acrylic yarn. So I made one purple. I made two of this green color, and
Ooh.
this green yarn I got on like mega clearance at Michael's like last
Like
year.
$1 or $2 a skein?
Yeah, I think it was $1 skein per skein. I have a few skeins of this because I
Yeah.
thought it was gorgeous. I love the way it worked up.
Yeah, it works up really
All
nice.
the different greens in there, a little bit of yellowish in there.
Yeah.
Very pretty. I love the green with the pink. I think it's a nice contrast.
Yes.
And then I also made just a plain yellow as well.
Oh.
So now 4 of my little shrimpies have sweaters.
They won't be cold.
Yeah,
They won't be
I
shivering.
know we're going into the warmer, the warmer months, but
It's a spring sweater.
yeah, lightweight spring
Yes.
sweater. Gee Beans Crafty, love it. I love her
Woohoo.
patterns. They're adorable. Okay, so now we have some new things. Just making sure I'm
Oh.
not missing anything. Okay, look at this cutie. You just finished this morning.
I did. This is a Crochet Mizetti
Oh my god, it's
Uh,
precious.
Ladybug.
Ladybird.
So this came in a pack of 4. I got the pack of 4 for free
'Cause you're a
as a
patron.
Patreon
Yeah.
thank you. So far I've made the butterfly. It's not here right now.
That
This
was the
is-
one that you tested the Zaddy Crafts yarn.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So this is the Ladybird.
These wings.
And in the pattern, he had recommended dark gray, but I really wanted to stay true to a ladybug and make the body black,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
This is the posh yarn.
Yes.
This is all posh.
Yes.
Look at the little lips.
Aw.
Like she's got lipstick on. I'm just thinking of A Bug's Life when
Yes.
the ladybug was a guy, and
Yes.
it was just, that's a great movie.
Love it. This was very easy, worked up very quickly.
Are these sewn in or crocheted
They're
in?
sewn in, but
Okay.
you probably could crochet them in.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably crochet the arms in too.
Yeah.
He's not that big of a fan of designing low sew,
Yeah.
which can be modified pretty easily, but I guess he figures, I'm speaking for him right now, I guess he figures that if you crochet in the same row, the arms and the wings, that it's going to be difficult to get the needle in there to get a clean sew on the head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
So maybe that's why he recommends sewing the head on first and then getting the other things in there.
Yeah, I also could see like a lot of designers not wanting to crochet things in because a lot of people have different tensions when
But
they're
then they
crocheting.
put a note in the pattern
I
that
know.
says adjust if needed.
But you're still gonna have people who are like, it's not in the right spot.
Oh God.
So I could get why it's easier. I mean, sometimes too, it's just easier to find the placement when you sew it after. I don't mind a little bit of sewing. I have grown to appreciate it. I used to be like no sew all the way, give me the no sew patterns, which I still do enjoy. But
Yeah.
I also don't mind a little bit of sewing.
Yeah.
But I think this is adorable. I love the
Thank
big
you.
eyes on this.
Thanks. I was looking for my red glitter,
Mm-hmm.
and then right after I popped those in, of course I found the red glitter.
Mm.
But
I think the
it's
yellow
nice
looks
that it's
nice
a little
though.
different.
I think the yellow looks really good with the black and the red.
Yeah. Thank
It's
you.
just like the perfect little size too.
Yes, it's a great size.
Adorable. Do you have anything else you want to add about her?
No, she's adorable. That's
Okay.
all.
Perfect in every way.
Yes.
Okay, we have another Zaddy pattern here.
Yes, I just got this one when this was a free, every 2 months or whatever you get like a free pattern
Mm-hmm.
in addition to the monthly pattern.
Yeah.
For only $6 a month, which I think is really a bargain because that pattern alone is $6. So
Right.
like it really pays for itself. And I have like, I want to say I have like 60% of his patterns already anyway.
Yeah, you really love his style.
I do. I love the way he designs things, and I love the patterns because they're unique. You don't see him design a lot like other designers. Like it's not. It's more unusual. Like I have to finish my Medusa, and yes, it has snakes for hair, and it is everything.
It's wonderful.
But I was having a little trouble with the toga, and I didn't have time, and then it kind of got buried. But it will be coming up soon.
Yeah. This one, I believe he actually designed as like a mosaic snake,
Yes,
right?
I just did it plain
This
because
is just plain, but...
I had the perfect phasing yarn, so I didn't... The next one that I'm going to make is going to be a pattern.
Yeah. Look at this yarn, though.
It is wonderful.
You got this from Joanne.
Yes, but look at the contrast from tip to nose to tip.
Oh, I love it. This is such a, like, lush green.
Yes.
It's just so pretty to see how it changes.
It's perfect for a snake.
And this yarn is so soft.
Yes.
What hook size did you use for this? Do you remember?
I think I used a 5.
Okay. Yeah,
because I didn't want any holes.
It's a little bit on the thinner side for Bernat. It's Bernat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the mystical.
Oh, hi. We talked so much that the battery said, I'm exhausted. Are you?
Yes. Then we had to let that juice up for a little while, and then we
Yeah.
had 2 separate phone calls that we had to attend to.
Yes.
Okay, so back to the snake. I'm terrified of snakes in real life, but I love a good crochet snake.
Yeah.
And this is luxurious. But I think when the camera cut off, we were talking about the thickness of this yarn, and it's closer to like the Bernat Mystical or the Dappled or like Baby Blanket, where it's a little bit thinner than like traditional Bernat blanket.
Right.
It's very nice to work with.
Very nice.
I just can't get over the color. I love it.
I know. I have like 3 or 4 snake patterns, but
Yeah.
I
The head
usually,
shape on this is great.
yeah, that's why I wanted this one because I love his head shape. I bought all of the snake patterns basically for the head shape, not intending to do them the way that they were written.
I mean, a few of the ones that you have, like, work it so that it spirals, or you get a little something in the body. But
there's also one that I got that is supposed to coil and stay coiled. Unlike the spiral one, it's supposed to like lay flat.
Yeah, like the Crochet Grove one spirals.
Right.
Then the other one you're talking about is supposed to be like a
like that.
Yeah, but
I
you
never
usually
really
just make them straight.
Yeah, I just make them straight because I like them mindless.
Yeah, I mean people love these. So
They do. They always sell.
Yeah, and then we have one final item.
Oh.
So this
is no longer available.
the Easter Beagle. It's available, just not on Etsy.
Oh, okay.
So last week we showed you Yellow Bird Companion.
And now this is
Snorpy.
Snorpy. Oh, Snorpy.
Snorpy.
Okay.
Snorpy the Beagle. This is so cute. And this is by this pattern.
Woodstick. It was Woodstick.
Oh, Woodstick. Yeah, Woodstick.
Woodstick and Snorpy.
Look at the face. This is by, I believe, Cursed Heart Creations, right?
I believe the name of the pattern is like Happy Beagle or something.
Well, I linked it in the Google Doc to her website. Because like we said, it's not on Etsy anymore because of some copyright issues, but it is
Some
on her
paperwork
website.
issues.
Yeah. And I think it's also on either Ribbler or Ravelry. I can't remember which one, but I linked her website if you're interested. But look how cute. Look at the spot on the back.
Oh, I love it. It's like
the
a
face
hump,
just
like
kills
Igor.
me. Yeah. The face is everything.
The face is great.
So how did you make this party?
It's basically like the Baby Grinch. It's sew it all, baby.
Everything is sewn, basically.
Everything is sewn on. The collar's sewn on. The arms are sewn on. The legs are sewn on. The tail is sewn on. The spot is sewn on. The ears are sewn on. The nose is sewn on.
The head's
and the
the
head
body.
the head is sewn on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, it's a lot, but look how adorable.
It is very adorable. Plus, I don't know if I missed a couple stitches because he seems like a skinny puppy.
He's a little bit skinny.
Maybe my tension was
Skinny
a little
legend.
tight. But I think next time I would make him a little fatter.
Yeah.
Fatten them up.
Well, the face is everything.
Yeah,
And
very
this pattern
happy.
also has variations.
Yes,
Mods,
it has a bunny
modifications.
suit, and it has the red baron.
Yeah. Which is adorable.
It has the goggles, the little
Like a
pilot
hat,
hat,
right?
and I think possibly the jacket. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, super sweet and adorable.
Yes, love it. He's a skinny puppy.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be snatched up quickly.
Surprised your brother didn't snatch it up.
I know.
He's got a Snoopy and Woodstock over there.
He is a Snoopy fanatic.
He is a Snoopy fanatic.
I mean, how could you not be? Look how cute. Who doesn't love a Beagle?
I love Snoopy from the time I was 5, as
Yeah.
early as I can remember.
So, those are our creations from over the weekend.
Yep.
I feel pretty good about what we did in the time that we had.
Yeah, I mean, I got some more patterns that I'm in process of, but nothing ready to show.
Yeah. Well, we'll have some things to share hopefully on Friday.
Right. Right, Friday, our new crochet day.
Right. We will be posting our next video on Friday.
So Tuesday, Friday, if you're interested in our vlogs, it is Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And live stream on the reality TV channel on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, the channel is called Mad Rose D.
Right.
I think it's all linked below.
It's all linked
if
in
you're
the info
interested.
box.
Description.
Right, well, I mean, it's
Well,
the
I
same
know. I
thing.
just feel like we're so like old YouTube, but then people are like, "What's an info box?"
Oh.
The video description.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you guys want to check that out. I think also I mentioned last week that I was thinking about working on a custom order, which clearly you did not see here because I didn't do it yet. But I just didn't have like the brain capacity to do it over the weekend because it's a new pattern and I want to make, and there's a lot of colors involved, so I wanted to just be able to like make sure I had the time to dedicate to it. So I'll probably do that this weekend.
Right.
But yeah, if you're looking for that, it's coming soon. I just haven't made them yet.
She
But
needs a few more brain cells first.
yeah, I mean, there was just a lot going on, so I didn't want to like keep being interrupted when I was trying to like learn a new one.
It's tough to suss it out sometimes.
Yeah, I want just like some good quality chunk of time to work on that.
There was a whole lot of frogging going on here last night.
Oh,
by me.
really?
Yes.
Well, you survived.
I'm not gonna. Let's not speak of it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's for another time.
Yeah.
So, let us know in the comments what you've been working on. We love hearing that. And even if you guys tag us on Instagram, we love to see what you've been making as well. We hope that you are having a great week so far. And we'll be back in a few days. So, thank you all so much again for watching. Happy crocheting. And until next time, much love.